Hello, good morning, good afternoon to the ladies here in Femme Forte. So I just have to say that I love my red hat right now lately. I don't know why, but the last few days I've loved the red hat. Welcome to Monday. It is day 5 of Soulful Sales. And today we're going to talk about some confidence and personal power when you're showing up and selling, when you're selling from your soul. But I just want to say a few things about what I'm doing. So, oh my gosh, first of all, I have no eyelashes on. Second of all, today I'm going to go get Botox in my forehead, which I'm very excited about. Definitely going to glam up a little bit. So, Friday morning, getting my hair done. Saturday, getting my nails done. Yeah, this week is a lot of like getting things done. Also this week we start Queen, the program here, the 6-week activation. But today, yes, we're talking about Soulful Sales. It's day 5. Hey, if you want me to tag you in the previous days, just let me know, tag me. And if you'd like me to tag you in the next few days of this particular series, then let me know. Just say tag me. All right. So first of all, one thing I do want to say that I want to talk about, so I'm just reminding myself by telling you, is about planning and launching and stuff. I really want to talk about that because this morning before I just got here on this live, I am looking at through the end of the year and planning what I'm launching. And that is super important to sales. So I want to talk about that. But we're going to talk about confidence and personal power. So this is a mixture between just taking action, but also doing the mindset work and taking action. So confidence, maybe we're not born with it. Maybe some people have more confidence than others. I personally I can generate confidence, but it's not always how I internally feel, but I'm good at generating a confidence. So a lot of people have told me, oh, wow, you're so confident. And when I, reveal my vulnerabilities, they are surprised. And they're like, well, I really see you as this really confident person. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Because on the surface, and it's not like I'm not confident. I am confident. But I have, like anybody, insecurities and fears and stuff like that. But confidence is you showing up again and again and practicing. I think confidence, you build it. You can build confidence. So for example, it can just be by you build confidence with yourself by keeping your word to do something that you said you were going to do. So for example, it can be like, I said I was going to post every day, or I was going to go live every day. And so you're building over time confidence in yourself, in your word, to do what you're going to say. And so that is a big thing with confidence. And personal power is like, I want to say that this is more you being in alignment, for one. And alignment is what you say is what you do. And what you want and what you say and what you do are all in alignment. They're all matching. They're all matching. And I think personal power comes from when you feel like you can be authentic. Personal power comes when you have integrity in all areas of your life. It really comes when you have all the parts of your life working. You're doing what you say you're going to do. You honor your word, meaning like if you don't do what you say you were going to do, by when you said you were going to do it, you at least say, I'm not going to do that. And, you know, sometimes we slip up. It's not perfect. And that's what happens. Y'all, I'm in Mexico, and actually it's becoming the cold season, but right now I'm feeling kind of warm. I wonder why. Plus I'm wearing a sweater. Yeah. Oh, the other thing that I'm doing, this is so random, but I am... After this live, because I already went to the gym this morning. We did leg day. We already had breakfast. I've had coffee, drinking water here, doing some planning, which I'm going to talk about. And after this, I'm actually going to take a shower and wash my hair, and I'm going to do micro needling. And because it's about that time, I'm doing it once a month. And because after I get Botox, I can't do micro needling for like 2 weeks. So that's what's happening. My boyfriend just got home. I could hear him. Usually I tell him I'm on a live. Y'all, I prepared the room that my office is going to be in. And I moved everything to the center of the room so I can paint the walls. So that's coming next. I'm going to work on that this week. And I've got a bunch right here. I'm looking at them. I've got a bunch of decorations for my wall, which I had in Ohio, and now they're here, and I'm super excited about that. So my office is coming. It's coming soon, but you know, these things take time. So, okay. So you gotta have power, you know, and confidence, personal power, not like dominating power, but just belief and power in yourself, like a power. So all those things that I said, right? Integrity, what you want, what you say, and what you do are all in alignment, like they match, okay? And confidence is built over time by keeping your word to yourself. I'm going to do this, and then you do it over time. And it doesn't have to be perfect, okay? We don't need to beat ourselves up. We do that enough already, so we don't need to keep doing that, you know? And the other thing that I wanted to talk about is what I was doing this morning. So I'm like planning what I'm going to do after this, okay? And what I'm going to launch after this Queen program is when I'm done launching it, okay? But while I'm done launching it, then I'm actually teaching it. I'm actually running the program. So it's not like it's over, but I'm done promoting it and launching it, right? I'm done selling the program. By the way, another lady did jump in last night, but I didn't see it till this morning. And I'm super excited about that. We've still got ladies jumping into the Queen program, the 6-week activation to become the innovative cash creating leader who trusts and coaches herself to go all in, full throttle on her personal power, self-expression, confidence, creativity, and the impact in a business that you author. It goes how you say, my girlfriends. It's $33. It's like literally priceless what you get. So go check out the sales page if you haven't already and jump in. We're going to start on Wednesday because yesterday I wasn't sure, but yeah, it's Wednesday, the 24th. I'm going to deliver the content to you inside the Facebook group. So it's not like you have to be there live, but I will be live. And also you're going to get access to the member portal where you get to sign in and get access to the Boss program, which was the previous program. So it's the same, but a little bit different because now it's Queen, and Queen obviously has Boss inside her, but she's a little more like steady and chill and has her feet on the ground and she knows what's what, and it's like locked in, okay, because she's Queen. Is less hustle, more flow, I would say. So, yeah, back to the fact that in sales, you want, okay, I love this because I have a program. I've created so many programs and I'm relaunching everything, okay? one by one, little by little. And when I create new things, which Queen is a little bit new as well, but it's a remake of the Boss program. So you want to keep it moving, okay? But I'm all over the place because I'm thinking of Movement Momentum Money, which was a program that I created out of when I saw, wow, if you just keep moving, boom, you build up a momentum that you actually give yourself the chance to like pour over this, wall that it's like pushing, it's like moving reality. Okay. It's like moving reality. You've got to move, build the momentum, build the momentum, build the momentum. And then boom, money. Okay. Cause that is what I experienced. And so ever since I really saw that back probably 2021, and when I created that program, that's what I know to do. Like, you don't, necessarily take a long break and never launch anything, but you're always kind of launching something. So in sales, it's like you're selling every day. Okay, so that means what's your next program? Or maybe you have 3 programs and you alternate between the 3. Whatever it is, you're always selling. You're always moving because movement creates a momentum. Always, my loves. And yes, along the way, you can learn to write better content, feel more confident, create the personal power. You can get creative, all those things. But it's important that in sales, you are always moving. You don't like go take a month off, and maybe you can, okay? There's some people who can, and you have structures in place. Okay, yeah, sure. But you might not have structures in place. You might not have an automated system that's selling for you. I certainly don't. And I'm okay with that right now. And I have certain things that are automated, but not everything that I have is automated. So I reuse content. I reuse programs like you are seeing me doing with the Queen program, used to be Boss. So there's a lot of things that I'm reusing that do make my launches a little bit easier. But the point is planning ahead, like the amount of time that you're going to launch something, and then from that end point, what's the next thing that you're launching? Because that is just, it's going to make such a big difference in your sales. You're going to feel the momentum build, and that's when you do start to have sales. So for example, I just want to tell this story about when I created Movement Momentum Money. I think I've only had COVID one time, but it was right after 2 months after I got to Mexico in 2021, and I was launching Rich Girl School. And I think actually at the time it was called Queendom Come. And I just did not have the energy. And so that launch, nobody registered, but I didn't stop. And I was fairly new into building my business and doing that launch over and over. And I didn't quite have everything in order. But anyways, so I didn't stop just because that launch failed. I actually launched Movement Momentum Money out of that. And it was $222. I can't remember, to be honest. But a bunch of women jumped in. I'm telling you, that's what it was. It was just I was ready to create something to help other women make money in their business online. So that was what that came out of my intuition. I knew I was ready to help other women get to where I had gotten in 1 year. And so I did it. And I don't know. I think there was like 14 women who signed up, and it was a lot. And that's what I'm talking about. Like, it was awesome. So, movement, momentum, money. You stay in movement and you build the momentum, and the money comes, okay? So that's the other thing I just wanted to talk about here in Soulful Sales. Day 5. We've got 2 more days that we're going to come and that I'm going to come in and talk. We as in me. All right. So by the end of the week, we're going to have a glow up here. I'm also going to probably start my menstruation. I think yesterday or today is the new moon. So, you know, I don't really believe anymore in like, well, it's not that I don't believe. How do I say this? With the new moon. So I always still watch the full moon and the new moon. And I highly believe that I am impacted by the moon, but not in the sense like I used to think. So I don't do like moon rituals anymore. I just don't. I don't do moon rituals anymore. I don't have crystals. I don't base my life and my life's results off of something outside myself. And that was one of the biggest shifts that happened for me when I did give my life to Christ. And I think it was really just a tapping into myself of the Christ consciousness. And what else do I want to say about that? Yeah, I think everything is really, it's within you. It's within you. Like, we have the power. And when we put it on, oh, it was the moon. Now, and I'm trying to say this in a way that's like, yeah, I really get that we're impacted. I know that the wave, I know the tides, okay, the water on the earth, and we're like 80% water. So I get that, and I feel it sometimes for sure. But what I try not to do, because I think this is so important in terms of having personal power and having responsibility, because responsibility is super powerful. Like, when you take responsibility without making yourself wrong or guilty or bad, it gives you personal power. Like literally as if you had a coffee IV, and like you literally become more energetic when you have personal power. So, and that comes from taking like full 100% responsibility for you, yourself, and you. And that you are the author. Like, you're the author, not the moon. Okay. And yeah, the moon might be impacting us, but I would never say like, oh, blah, 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 my mood is this because of the moon. Maybe I've said that before. And maybe I've noticed it still now. But I'm not going to hand the power over to something outside of me like that when I feel the connectedness to God, which is a very strong power. So anyways, my loves, I'm going to just talk a bunch. But yeah, I've got my plans here from this launch, after this launch, up to the end of November, beginning of December. And we'll see, because I think I'm looking at doing a holiday bundle like I had in the past, a holiday bundle, which is exciting. So we will see. But yeah, what are you doing next? All right, my loves, come join us at Inside Queen, the 6-week activation, and it's going to rock and roll your world from left, right, center, north and south. It is going to activate movement in your business. I promise you that. All right, my loves. I'll see you soon. Bye.